Hi, kindergarten. Beatrice and I wanted to order a new swimsuit for her this year. So she was telling me how tall she was so we can order the right size. Bea, how tall are you?
44 inches long.
What do you mean 44 inches? We're measuring ourselves in markers. I measured myself with Hilton, and Hilton is 2.5 markers long, and I am almost 13 markers long. 44 inches?
Mm-hmm.
Does the rest of the world measure themselves in markers? No, not really. Let's see. The rest of the world measures things by length and how high they are and how long they are with a couple different ways. Well, oh, what's that thing called, Bea?
A tape measure.
A tape measure, and a tape measure has these useful things on it. Let's turn it out this way. These useful things on it called inches. So when Bea said she was 44 inches tall, she used a tape measure to see how many of these little inches she was. An inch is a mark on here that is the same no matter what tape measure or what ruler you use. This is a tool called a ruler, and a ruler has, do you see how many numbers there are on there? 12 inches on it. An inch is this much space on here, and a ruler has 12 of them. And one ruler, 12 inches, is equal to 1 foot. So Beatrice said she's 44 inches. She's almost 4 feet tall. She's 3 feet and then some extra inches. Some rulers have, all the rulers have inches on them. Some rulers have this other way of measuring called centimeters. Let me show you what that looks like. Here is a ruler with centimeters on it. You see this long yellow thing? Now, these centimeters are shorter than the inches on this ruler. So, yeah, thank you, Bea, for your help. So, an inch is, keep looking backwards, an inch is this long. A centimeter is shorter than an inch. In America, we use inches to measure things. So, let's practice that. So what's so great about inches? Well, if we use inches to measure something, and I say Beatrice is 44 inches tall, do you think that will help the swimsuit company know how big she is? And they'll be able to tell me, oh, she needs a small swimsuit or she needs a medium-sized swimsuit. Probably. Because the swimsuit company probably has a ruler or a tape measure. And inches are the same no matter what ruler or tape measure you have. Whether you're in Florida or California or China, an inch will look the same. So you can tell somebody I'm 44 inches tall and they can figure out how tall you are. And they don't usually measure themselves in markers. We do that a lot in kindergarten, or Unifix cubes or bears or shoes, but I wanted to show you how lots of other people measure themselves, so you'll be ready when you go to first grade. So, today, your assignment for school is to work on the earthworms page. At the bottom of the page, there's a little paper ruler, like this, that's smaller. You can cut out the paper ruler, and it has inches on it, and you're going to put it up next to the earthworms to see how long they are. I'm going to show you how. All right, I have my pen. I want to measure how many inches long my pen is. So I'm going to line it up with the end of the ruler because the end of the ruler is 0 inches. And then there's 1, and then there's 2, and it just keeps going up. I'm going to line up my pen at the edge of the ruler, put it right down so I can read the numbers. And let's see, it looks like my pen starts at 0 inches. It goes across the ruler, and it stops right about here. Here's the end of my pen, and it looks like the end of my pen is pointing to the number 6. So my pen is 6 inches long. So that's how I can measure my pen with inches. Let's see, what else can I measure? I can measure my mouse. Here's my computer mouse. I'm going to put it right up next to the edge of the ruler. That's how you measure things, right up next to the edge. And try to move my finger out of the way so you can see. It starts at 0. Yep, there it is. It starts at 0. And it looks like the edge of the mouse points right up above, right around 4 inches, right? Let me show you something about inches. Remember when we were talking about fractions? So you can see on here, there's a 1 for an inch, but you see all these other little tiny lines in between. Like there's half an inch. That mark is halfway between 0 and 1. And then there's half of a half an inch. What do you think that's called? A quarter of an inch. Exactly. And then you can divide that into even smaller pieces. There's half of a quarter, which is an eighth. And then there's a ton of little tiny lines in here, and those are 1/16ths. So you can actually use rulers and inches to show something that is smaller than an inch. So like if my finger goes past, yep, there. My finger goes past 2, points to about 2.5 inches. Inches are useful because you can show parts of things. All right, so have fun working on measuring your earthworms, and we will talk some more about measuring things soon. All right, bye, kindergarten.